So what's going on, guys? Box here, and welcome to a brand new episode of our F1 2021 career mode. Today we're going to be heading into the next round, which is the crown jewel of the season. It is Monaco. It's going to be a tough race. Now, I haven't played this game in about 2 weeks. I think the last episode went up about a week ago now. So we're getting back into things with Red Bull. We're racers Red Bull. Our teammate Daniel Ricciardo, Verstappen moved away, didn't he, of course, to Mercedes. So we've got a 20-lap race ahead of us. Done some practice, done qualifying as well. It was a full wet session, so I really thought, I got to concentrate here. So we ended up with a decent position near the front of the grid, which is good. Not pole, but we could have improved. I think it was about 6th place or something like that, but not bad considering Monaco, full wet conditions. It's very tricky. So yeah, let's get into the race then. 20 laps ahead of us for the Monaco Grand Prix.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino, first opened in 1863. And of course, a certain road race, first held here in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend downwards towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners at Saint-Devote. And don't expect to see much overtaking here today. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Daniel Ricciardo has a clear view ahead from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Verstappen, Carlos Sainz and Bottas, Gasly, Ace, Vettel and Guan Yu Zhou, Tsunoda, Russell, Lance Stroll and Lundgaard, Giovinazzi, Ocon, Nicholas Latifi and Mick Schumacher. Mazepin and Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Okay then, it was P8 we qualified in, so we've got a bit of work to do here. I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to start in the softs and then go deeper into the race? I don't think I do. It's all about track positions and undercut. So yeah, we're gonna go 8 laps and then 12 laps on the mediums. 7 laps on the softs, and then we'll go for 13 laps on the mediums. Hopefully that'll work out well for us, but I don't seem to ever really have that good a pace around here at Monaco, so we're just gonna have to get into things, and we're gonna have to pray for the best, because here we go then, lights about to go out. Here we go then. Pretty decent start, but we don't want to get squeezed by Gasly in the Toro Rosso. I think I might have clipped some wing there. Don't think it would have affected us too badly, but in the AlphaTauri Toro Rosso, that's a bit of a throwback, isn't it? But there we go, gained a position at the start, which is good, but we're still down in P7, which isn't what we want. I think we're like 7th in the championship, but look at this, up the inside unintentionally, side by side with Bottas, our former team here. This is too tight, side by side around there. Yellow flags are out, but we got the move done there. 2 people in one corner. Up into P5 then. So under lap number 1 then, our teammate leads. He did get pole position, so he's managed to hold on to that on the first lap, which is good for Red Bull, because obviously we're going to be in a very big battle with the Mercedes guys. So Hamilton's there in P2. You can see Verstappen, he seems to be being held up a bit by the Ferrari of Leclerc, so that's going to help us out. As I run a little bit wide there, I've got Bottas really hounding us as I run it deep again at the bottom of the hill there. Just pushing our braking zones a bit. It was a wet quali, so I haven't really gone at pace in the dry yet. Practice obviously is practice, but you don't really go full pace, do you, in practice? So Let's see if we can close up to the back of Verstappen. We're sticking about a second behind, but we should get DRS, so that should help us out along the straight. Daniel Ricciardo, a 112.1 from Lewis Hamilton. Goes a little bit quicker. Let's see what our lap times are like. 14 flat, so yep, way off the pace. But Saturn P5, I don't really do very well around here at Monaco all the time. I think we did pretty well in the Alpine. No, we didn't do it last season, did we? Of course we didn't do it last season. Took it off, make it easier for us. And this is why, but you know, season 2, got to get Monaco in there. Let's see. We are sort of closing down a little bit to Verstappen, although the gap's staying about the same as I mounted so much curb there on the inside at the hairpin. Gap's about 1.3. I need to close it down, get within the DRS zone. I've just remembered I haven't used any overtake mode this race. You can tell I haven't played this game in a little while. Use some there and close right up to Verstappen. So this time I'm going to remember to use some overtake mode. I thought there was something missing. I've managed to close within the DRS zone. Now I'm using overtake mode. I thought I was struggling a bit. God, you can tell I'm rusty at this game. Let's see where we can get Verstappen. Not what you want to be doing, is it, when you're rusty at F1 playing Monaco? But we're going to be approaching the pit stops in a few laps time, so it's crucial we get ourselves out in some clear air. Otherwise, we could find ourselves really falling behind. It's probably a bit... Ooh, damage limitation. Speaking of damage, don't think we took any real damage there to the left end plate of the front wing, but that was pretty close. Got too close to Verstappen, he won't be happy with that. I think we'd do better in the first half of the lap. You can see we really stuck with Verstappen through that sector. And then the second half of the lap, I think we drop away a little bit. But just trying to stick with the Mercedes, man. They get a very good exit. Trying to find ways to get better exits onto this straight is very difficult. Verstappen just gets a really good exit. And it makes it difficult to get the run for turn 1, especially I'm running such a high downforce setup as well. There's so much drag down the straights, but in this dirty air is so hard to follow. It really is hard to follow. I got Bottas on the back of me as well as Carlos Sainz, so a bit of a train here from the last step of the podium. So closer right up here. I really don't know where we're going to get him. We're going to have to get him in the pit stops, I think, so maybe an undercut, but if you undercut, you're going to get stuck into traffic behind, so maybe that's not the best idea. If we go to pit now, we come out in last place, but it's how much free air we get in last place, isn't it? So lap 7 is the scheduled pit stop. I don't know if we will come in on lap 7 or 8, maybe. Charles Leclerc has come into the pits now, which is a little bit early. That's not good for us. That's going to unleash Max Verstappen. And he's going to get a bit of an undercut. The front left tyre started to go a bit, so I'm going to have to use some overtake mode to stick with Verstappen. Let's see if I can stick with Verstappen, he'll bring us away from Bottas. So just sticking with Verstappen here, I can already feel that we're going a lot quicker. I'm going to box, I'm going to come in the pits now, see if we can get a bit of an undercut on Max Verstappen. Who else is in the pits? Hamilton's been in the pits, so that's why Verstappen hasn't been able to pit that lap with us. We've been held. That's cost us time. That's a couple of seconds there. That could be Verstappen holding on to P3. Well, P4 depending on where Charles Leclerc is. That's the point. Where's Charles Leclerc? Here he is in this pack, I think. Nope, that's Latifi. Here comes Charles Leclerc. So it's very tight. Let's see if we can get the run up the hill. Oh, it's going to be tight. Not as tight as I thought. So hopefully then we can get the jump on Max Verstappen. But I can't afford to get stuck behind Charles here. He was slower than Verstappen. As soon as Charles pitted, even on worn tyres, ourselves and Verstappen were going about 3/4 of a second quicker than the Ferrari was. And here's the traffic. Oh dear. This isn't good. This isn't good. Verstappen staying out longer may benefit, actually. Usually it's the undercut, isn't it? But round here it's all about the traffic. And we're already down in the first sector, obviously, and we'll see what the second sector split is like. Oh my god, that's way too much inside curb. But we're going to be stuck behind the Ferrari here. Right, everybody's in the pits. See if we can get Charles Leclerc here. Come on. I'm going to go up the inside. Watch out for people coming out of the pits. Up the inside of the Ferrari, man, we go. Job done. And there's Verstappen. We did lose a lot of time. That was a crucial overtake for us, really. So running wide at the top of the hill. But yeah, that was crucial. We lost a lot of time to Verstappen. 2.1 seconds is the gap to Verstappen. Now, I reckon I lost a second or two in the pits. And then we also lost a second or two being stuck behind slower cars, stuck in the traffic. So now, I wouldn't be surprised if Verstappen starts to pull away now. Just got to get our head down and start hunting down the Mercedes, man. So Verstappen's been caught in this traffic with the Williams. They're medium runners, so that's allowed us to catch right up without having to push too hard. Although saying that, we set a fastest middle sector. Fastest lap of the race as well, 12.1. Oh, deep into turn 1. I wouldn't be surprised if because I think Ricciardo might be on mediums even. I don't know. But when Ricciardo pits, he'll probably set a new fast lap of the race as race leader in clear air. So let's just watch this space with Verstappen. At some point, these two Williams cars, Ocon and Lundgaard, are both going to pit. So that will unleash Max Verstappen again. So I need to try and get by, if I can, while he's stuck in traffic. But at the minute, just struggling a little bit with the car. I don't have the pace around here. Really struggling. Been saying it all race long, but I don't have the raw pace at Monaco. Oh, running deep into there. All in the back of the Mercedes exhaust pipe there. Look how much time we're losing. Stuck behind the Williams here of Ocon. Oh, I didn't get a very good exit there at the final corner. Going to save some overtake mode. See if we can line Verstappen up for the next lap, the end of the next lap. Too much inside cut there. Get away without a corner cut though. Here we go, the inside of Verstappen. We're going to go for it. Just go for the lunge up the inside. Job done. Can we get by on Ocon? We're going to try. Come on. Get round. I think we've really parked the bus on the apex there. But there we go. 2 overtakes. 1 crucial overtake on Max Verstappen. And now I need to try and pull away before Ocon pits and unleashes Max again. So let's push. I've got Lundgaard ahead of us. But, oh no, we're caught right up to him again. But already pulling the gap on Verstappen. Here we go on Lundgaard. Going up the inside. Making it work. Has he pitted? Nope. That's good.
Okay, good work.
DRS. So, now we've got 2 Williams between ourselves and Verstappen, which is good because when they pit, they can't pit together, so it's going to be 2 laps of pitting, and Verstappen will be stuck behind the Williams. So let's push and see if we can build a bit of a gap. As I make a mess at the top of the hill there. Almost clip the front wing there on the inside curve as well. So here we go then. Stroll in the pits in the Aston Martin. Who's this? Sainz and Bottas. I forgot about Bottas. These are the medium runners. And in all that clear air, Bottas has stayed in front of us. I completely forgot about these two. So the worst thing about this is, look at our tyres. So they're fine, right? But they're the wrong ones. Bottas has softs in. Carlos Sainz, who's all over the back of us, has softs in for the end of the race. I think the overcut was the way to go in this race today. Just the way the traffic's panned out. I have a feeling that the way to go was the overcut, because now look, these two on the softs are going to outpace us pretty much. Daniel Ricciardo, our teammate, did that. He's pitted on the last lap, so yeah, I think the overcut definitely the way to go. Sainz still all over the back of us. See who else has to come out of the pits. Currently sat in P6. So there is Zhao, whatever his name is.
Okay,
Sainz is all on the back of us.
9 seconds.
Hamilton's in P2. Oh man, I got a terrible run out of there. Terrible run. But Bottas finds himself in P3 as I'm running wide at the top of the hill. Oh, side by side with Sainz. Sainz is trying to get through. He's got superior grip. I can't force him out too much. There's nowhere for him to go. I can block it here though, and then we managed to hold on for P4. So I have a feeling the last 5 laps we're going to have Carlos Sainz all over the back of us for the rest of this race. Verstappen's P6, he's 2.6 seconds back. He'll probably close this gap down, and then we'll have 2 on the back of us. So let's get our head down and bang in some lap times if we can. So then the last 2 corners to go, you can see our teammate Daniel Ricciardo has taken the win for Red Bull, which is good for us. My pace has been diabolical at the end here, but because it's Monaco, we've just been able to keep everyone behind. You see Verstappen did catch up in the end, but P4, I'll take that, not bad.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Brilliant stuff from Red Bull today. What a superb victory. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
So then here are the race results. You can see your podium is Ricciardo, Hamilton and Bottas. But crucially, if you take a look at the standings at C, so Daniel Ricciardo takes over at the top. He now has an 11-point lead over Verstappen, who didn't do too well today. Finished P6. We're still there, P3, but we closed down the gap to Verstappen by 6 points. Hamilton is just 1 point behind us, so it's very tight between Mercedes and Red Bull. And to my surprise, Bottas right there, P5, sorry, best of the rest. Red Bull take over at the top in the constructors standings as well. So brilliant result for us. I would take that. In terms of our championship, let's see if we can get a podium next time out. If not, the race wins. So make sure you stay tuned for the next episode. As always, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one.